Hey guys, let's take a quick look at the market. Market is not looking too hot, to put it lightly. Yeah, Bitcoin actually almost made it back up to 30,000 this morning, but now we're right back down to 28. Last night it hit like 27. Pretty bad stuff. It bounced back up from there, and that might have been the only bounce we're going to get anytime soon. Um, some of these altcoins are basically getting wrecked, which is good for your long-term investment. I was able to get 8 ADA Cardano for like 45 cents earlier, and my next buy level is 30 cents, which I talked about this morning. Theta for around $1, and my next buy level for Theta is going to be about 75 cents and then 50 cents. I also have a plan that if Bitcoin hits 20,000, I'm going to buy a half a Bitcoin, and then that's going to be it. And I'm just kind of hodling for 2 years with what I got. It's a real shit show out there, and of course the stock market's pretty much dumping as well. Guys like Harry Dent predicted all this. Gareth Soloway predicted all this. I did a video, and honestly, I kind of predicted this too. I mean, only people who really didn't predict this were like the Moon Boys on YouTube, which it frustrates me so much because they basically sold their subscribers out for a payday, and that's what they did. And this whole UST thing, all these Moon Boys. Where's UST? Yeah, I mean, it's basically dead. Luna's dead. I tried trading it yesterday. That didn't work out all that well. And really destroyed my KuCoin account. I'm trying to trade it, but it was a risk. That was my responsibility. But a lot of these Moon Boys, especially, Crypto Banter, and I watch this guy's show. I've been watching it for years. I used to watch this guy on CNBC. He was such a joke. Telling people to buy Bitcoin when it hit $20,000 in 2017. Tone Vays is telling them, no, we're going into a bear market. He's telling everybody it's going to be $100,000. Got everybody wrecked. And everybody he has on his show, they're just shills, con men, used car salesmen. This guy right here I pointed out yesterday was shilling Phantom, shilling Luna. The sniper's nowhere to even be found anymore. He's like in hiding. I mean, complete joke. And your ringleader ran pumping Terra Luna and UST daily. And the guy has like 500,000 subscribers. So these guys do have a lot of blame. I know everybody always says you have to have your own personal responsibility. I agree with that. But these guys are shills. Hopefully they're held accountable. They're no different than the shills that were promoting Bybit in 2017. Or not Bybit. BitConnect in 2018. And the problem was not all, but a lot of the big YouTubers jumped on the bandwagon. And I hate to say it, cryptos are us, a big shiller of the Anchor protocol and UST. And the guy lost a lot of money. He said he lost two houses worth of money. He probably lost like $300,000 or $400,000, maybe more in this whole thing. But dude, George, you got to know better. You're a smart guy, right? How do I know? I barely made it through high school, and I went to a community college. How do I know? Why am I putting out videos 2 months ago telling everybody UST is a scam and it's going to crash? And you're telling everybody to buy it. You're talking about Anchor Protocol, which is an obvious Ponzi scheme. The only thing I can think of is like there's some sort of payoff here, or you guys are just, I don't know, like you're in with the founders or something, because you're a smart guy. I mean, at least George is smart. Crypto Banter guy doesn't seem all that smart, but George seems like a smart guy. What's he doing pumping this garbage? You guys got so many people wrecked, and that's the problem. And, now that these YouTubers have been out for a very long time, 3, 4, 5 years, they have a track record, and their track record isn't good. Your track record, Cryptos R Us, is not good. Being a permabull is not good. You're going to be very hated in the next 5 or 6 months as we're deeper into this bear market. And that's what happened to you in 2017. Nobody watched your channel because you were just pumping. Then when things start to go up, people started watching your channel. But it's like a new group of people who come in and watch. The old group gets burned, and then a new group comes in. Like I was saying yesterday in my video, it doesn't take all that much intelligence to just be a permabull and tell everybody Bitcoin's the next best thing. I mean, you have a responsibility when you have this many people in your audience to warn them. And when something's an obvious Ponzi scheme like UST, what are you doing? And I lost a few $1,000s on Luna by holding Luna. It was, not because of these guys, but I've been buying it back and forth all year. I never had any UST. I always knew that was a big scam. So these guys are annoying. Of course, you got this Carl the Moon Where's this Carl? You know, he was another big pumper of Luna. And he telling everybody he bought $200,000 worth of Luna yesterday when it was $2. Now Luna's 2 cents. These guys are getting so many people destroyed. So I just want people to realize a lot of these YouTubers, the big YouTubers who have been around for 3 or 4 or 5 years, that have a lot of subscribers, they're not very good at what they do. They're not good traders. Sure, they know how to buy Bitcoin, and maybe Carl the Moon bought Bitcoin in 2013 and got rich, but he's not a good trader, and he's not giving people good advice. You want some easy advice? Never watch another YouTube channel. Buy Bitcoin if it hits $20,000 and sell it in 3 years at the top of the bull market. That's all you got to do. But these guys are going to get you wrecked because we were obviously going into a bear market. So anyway, I think I called for about a $25,000 Bitcoin, $20,000 to $25,000, and I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to see a $20,000 Bitcoin. I think we might even see a $15,000 Bitcoin. I think that might be the bottom. Gareth Soloway, who I'm a big fan of, is predicting about a $15,000 to $20,000 Bitcoin. You know, maybe we've already hit bottom. Maybe bottom was last night at 27. I just don't think so because I think the stock market's going to dump a little bit more. Actually, I think the stock market's going to dump a lot more. And once the stock market finds bottom in a couple months, Bitcoin might be at like $15,000, $20,000. And from there, it's going to shoot up like a rocket ship. But I just don't think we're there yet. And that's why I haven't deployed all my money yet on Binance. And like I said, if Bitcoin does hit that $15,000 to $20,000, I'm going to buy half a Bitcoin just to add to my portfolio, and that's going to be in my HODL bag for the next 2 years because I just never thought we would get that low 6 months ago. I thought we might dump down to like 35, 40, but this is ridiculous, and we're just not getting bounces. Sure, we dumped down to 27, we pumped up to 30, but we're right back down. So, folks, even if we get a little fake out tomorrow or the next day and we pump back up to $34,000, $35,000, I think we're definitely going to crash from there back down to 20. Between 15 and 20 is my new target for a bottom, and anything's possible. It could be even worse than that. I mean, Richard Hart, who actually called the top, everybody says he's a scammer, but he called the top. He's far less of a scammer than all these other guys on YouTube. He pretty much called for a $10,000 Bitcoin. But if that happens, I think it'll be a wick down, then we're going to shoot right back up. But folks, be careful who you listen to. All these YouTubers you've been listening to for 3 or 4 years, not all, but the big guys, they lead you right into the gutter. UST was an obvious scam to everybody. Anybody you told UST to, construction worker, plumber. I remember telling one of my friends who's a firefighter about it a couple months ago. We were talking about it. The first thing he said, scam. Everybody knew it was a scam. It's a Ponzi. And you're telling me these YouTubers who've been in crypto for 5 years and they're all multimillionaires, they couldn't tell you it was a scam? Something's up. They were paid to be shills. They had some sort of investment in this. The founders got to them somehow getting them to pump the Anchor protocol. This is my opinion. There's no way anybody with an IQ over 90 or could not realize this was a big scam. So I think there's more to this than people realize, and I think a lot of these big YouTubers were in cahoots to pump it. And like I said, I don't think George from Crypto or Us is a bad guy, but I think something got to him. Why would a guy that smart put that kind of money in Anchor protocol? It just doesn't make any sense. I even said last month, okay, you want to put $3,000 or $4,000 in as a goof, but get ready to get it out when it starts crashing. But to put that kind of money in, what are you doing? So anyway, folks, that's what's going on today. It's a shit show. We might get a little bit of a recovery from here, but we could also pump right back down to $20,000 really, really easy. It really just depends on the stock market, and the stock market's pretty much dumping. So that's it.